typically in uncertain markets, you see the trend play out that most brands want to play it safe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I get the instinct,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But we know history, and those aren't the brands who really make it out and start thriving immediately after this uncertain time or a market downturn or a time of crisis, of turmoil.
Yeah.
So how do marketers who might know this, who might see this as an opportunity, how do they engender the bravery to stay out there to the rest of the C-suite? Because, I mean, if you're looking at the P&L, that you need to make a really strong argument for that.
Oh, 100%. And right now, there are so many headwinds facing marketers, right? Yeah. Supply chain issues, consumer confidence being at an all-time low. Those are things that are very real and can have a real impact on the overall budget, not just the marketing budget. And I think the more we can empower marketers to speak the language of the chief financial officer and really understand how to tell the story about how marketing can be a growth engine, or even just keep the lights on during times of turmoil like what we're in right now. But I think when you are trying to build connections with a consumer group, especially one that maybe is struggling, you want to think about what are going beyond those observations into understanding insights about those audiences to find those meaningful ways to connect with them. And then I think it is about really doing the due diligence of understanding the impact, the business impact of what you're doing in market and how that's driving growth for your organization. So I think the marketers that are going to win are the ones who are going to be brave enough to work on trying to figure out how to measure appropriately and go beyond fluff metrics like I got this CPM or this click-through rate or this landing page rate or this even video completion rate. Like really thinking about what does that mean for the business? What's the value that it's driving? And you really do have to dig in for the insights, even in campaign performance data, to understand that as well, to know where to place your bets. So I think it's really, you have to look harder for those insights to really be able to make that case and translate it into business speak.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you touched on something there. I think people underestimate the power of research. Yes. And it's an area where, we do research.
Yeah.
Okay. You can move the levers up and down on everything else. Research is included in that. If you come more informed than you have been, if you come with a better articulated argument, that could be a game changer. So
absolutely,
like the sweat equity and working harder if you don't necessarily have all the money, that can be any point in the end-to-end creation of great marketing. So don't sell that short.
100%. And also, I think that it's actually we're finding ways to do the research more efficiently and more effectively by using AI.
Absolutely.
And we're actually in the process of building some tools at Goodway Group that allow us to be able to do that research quickly, really efficiently, getting to those insights so much faster. Now, sometimes you end up with what I lovingly like to call an AI, you get Whitney Houston AI, which is, it's not right, but it's okay. And so you have to really make sure that you're not stopping at the Whitney Houston version, but you're really pushing to make sure that it's finding something that's going to give you a better insight on your audience or what you can do in your marketing better. But I think the idea of research being cumbersome or not nimble enough or not fast enough for these times where marketers really do have to be agile and adaptable really quickly, AI is making that so much more accessible.